Good morning! It's a special Independence Day edition of your numero uno breakfast show on television.
Wake up, Nigeria.
Of course. Now, it's definitely going to be one of a kind experience today.
Of course, the Independence Day is the official national holiday. It marks the proclamation of independence from British rule.
Now, today, of course, marks 60 years, and a lot of historically significant things have happened in this country, you know? 1960 was 60,
Yes, so
independence 1960.
you want to rap about this? Maybe? But there's so much that happened.
Yeah.
And so many things have happened since then. 6 decades later, where do we find ourselves now? There are loads of questions being asked.
Very plenty, but I mentioned that the most we can do, for me, the feeling is that of hope. Because that's the best I can do now. You know, that's just it for me. Hope that we have what it takes to make it what we want it to be.
Of course.
That's what I think about the country.
The Diamond Jubilee, and it's one of those days that you should be able to at least talk to someone about the country, have a conversation with your kids, your family members, and then, of course, wear a smile, because great things, by God's grace, are about to happen in this country. My name is Trillionaire Oyinson.
Mike Mexicano is mine. Stream the show live. It's tvcentertainment.tv, the website, Facebook, TVC Connect. Now, of course, to interact with us.
Yeah, the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC is all you need, as long as you want to send in comments and contributions on all our social media platforms.
You can also watch the show live if you are on the move. The app is available, Android, iOS. You can watch it, download it for free. Once you have internet connection, any mobile device, mobile, it has to be a mobile device, anywhere around the world.
You know, it's amazing the different countries of the world that are already connecting with us online because it's Independence Day. A lot of people are, saying Happy Independence Day to people online.
We share the same year with date with China. So yeah, we're in China. We have a lot
in common.
Yes, some things, not everything. Not everything. Of course, IG Live.
We'll probably compare that later.
IG Live, we do it on Fridays. We've not been on it for a while, but because we're getting set for you, we always have special guests. We tend to have more time, and it's in a more relaxed mood. Chat, not the whole we are on set kind of stuff. So 2:30 p.m. It is 2:30 p.m. Fridays, IG Live exclusive on Instagram.
Welcome everyone. Good morning and
happy new month. Oh, okay. Happy new month.
Happy new month. Happy Independence Day. In fact, happy birthday, Nigeria, I guess.
That's what we could actually say.
You can actually say
today I'll do my best to share my real thoughts in the best way possible. I've always said that for me now, Oktoberfest is all about hope. That's what, and hope is, hope is for the future. So that it can be, about...
Every time you get to a new milestone in your own life, it's something to mark, I think something to be thankful for. So you that woke up this morning, you saw another Independence Day, you can say, hey, you're alive and you made it. You survived. Some people didn't. And they're able to see Nigeria at 60. Put it that way.
And you wore your gele.
Yes, I did. And I was the only one that did it.
Is it Otto Gele?
Oh. Yeah, of course it's Otto Gele. Come on, it's Otto Gele.
Well, it can't be Otto.
Have you looked at the time?
If you tie it, I don't say
can't you tie it? Can't you tie it and keep it and then wear it when it's time?
No. No, you have to tie it.
Would have taken like ananother 20 minutes to tie.
Whoever came up with this invention.
Yeah.
Do you Otto Gele, right?
It's really nice.
It's the real MVP.
I literally just pinned it, just clip it and it's done.
But then some people will be like, no, you have to tie the real one.
I beg you, at 6 in the morning.
They'll be fine.
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
They look like canopy. Some people have that thing. No, you have to tie it.
That was what I even gave to my kids for their cultural day. I gave them Otto. I've not posted it yet because I'm worried they're going to come for me.
I can't wait to start, to style my kids for their cultural day.
I can only imagine.
You said you go with them.
Because
I'm telling you,
do you know, like if they're going to wear like a dress with a train, I have to be
my
there to make sure that
days.
train.
days.
Speaking
drops,
of
like,
dresses,
you know,
sweetheart,
sure.
you look amazing.
Oh, thank
As
Are
in
you
you
sure
put
this is
in the
not
work.
your actual
Where you are really from?
native wear? Like it
Right?
fits you
Yes.
so well.
So that's the thing. The first time I tried this outfit, everyone was like, "Man, you really look Fulani.
Fulani.
Like you're from the."
So you're beginning to
since-
think of where you're really from.
And those ladies are beautiful. So
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
yeah.
as well.
Me too, just calabash for you now.
Wow, calabash.
Calabash.
Yes, no.
Carry on your head.
Don't carry calabash on your head. It's
Well,
complete.
actually, you actually put it
You
back.
carry by your
Anywhere,
side.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So where's the calabash?
Wow.
You can
It's
give
coming
me
there.
one.
Oh, no wala, no wala. Then
You know, I
your
can
green
actually make one
heritage.
from your outfit because you look dashing.
Don't leave me.
There's so much more to enjoy today, but it's time for us to take news now,
Yes,
right? Tokwe has us on that one.
Yes, I definitely do. The Federal Executive Council has approved a budget proposal of 13.8 trillion naira for the year 2021. This was disclosed by the Minister of Finance and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, after this week's meeting in Abuja. The budget is based on an oil benchmark market of $40 per barrel and an oil production of 1.86 million barrels per day. She expressed optimism that the gross domestic product growth target of 3% for 2021 would be met, and inflation would be contained at 11.95%.
Budget proposal that is made for 2021 is to enable us to attain a more inclusive growth and also to achieve the key objectives of government, which include stimulating the economy, creating jobs, enhancing growth and creating infrastructure investments, also promoting manufacturing and local production. The budget assumptions that were presented to Council today include: 1, crude oil price benchmark at $40 per barrel; 2, oil production at 1.86 million barrels per day; exchange rate of 379 naira to $1.
Now to some independent stories. As part of activities commemorating the 60th independence anniversary of the country, President Muhammadu Buhari will address the nation by 7 a.m. today, being the 1st of October. Although the State House has announced the traditional early Independence Day broadcast will not be holding, it reintroduced it in a statement on Wednesday evening. According to the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, President Buhari will, after the broadcast, attend the anniversary parade at the Eagle Square at 10 a.m. Still on Nigeria's 60th independence celebration, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, CP Hakeem Odumosu, has instructed officers and men of the command to disallow any unlawful society under whatever disguise, from staging rallies or protests within the state on Thursday, the 1st of October, being today. The police boss read the Riot Act yesterday during a security meeting with the area commanders, divisional police officers and heads of departments at the conference room, state headquarters, GRA Ikeja. In the meantime, the Inspector General of Police, M.A. Adamu, has ordered increased surveillance and security deployments across the country to forestall any breach of peace and to ensure a hitch-free celebration as Nigeria marks its 60th Independence Day today. In a release signed by the Force Public Relations Officer, Force Headquarters, Abuja, DCP Frank Mba, on Wednesday, the IGP enjoined citizens to go about the celebrations without any fear or apprehension. He also assured citizens that commissioners of police and their supervisory assistants, inspector generals of police, have been directed to ensure the safety and security of the public space in their various areas of responsibility. The Defense Headquarters says several terrorists have been neutralized and their hideouts and logistic structures destroyed by the Air Task Force of Operations Lafia Doyle. At Tumbumba Baba, one of the island settlements on the fringes of the Lake Chad in Borno State, which serves as a logistic hub for Islamic States of West Africa Province, ISWAP elements. A statement signed by the Coordinator Defense Media Operations, Major General John Enenche, says the feat was achieved in airstrikes executed on Wednesday under the ongoing subsidiary operation Hailstorm 2, after human intelligence reports indicated that several ISOP fighters and some of their leaders had converged in some structures concealed under the thick vegetation of the area, preparing to launch an attack. The defense headquarters says fighter jets and helicopter gunships were dispatched to engage the location, resulting in devastating hits on the settlement, killing several terrorists and destroying their structures. The Nigerian government has lifted the ban on Emirates Airlines from operating in and out of the country. This is based on the undertaking by the authorities of the United Arab Emirates. A statement signed by Director Public Affairs, Ministry of Aviation, James Oduadu, says that the starting of the airline's operation would depend on the commencement of visa issuance by the UAE. According to the release, Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika said the decision was taken to protect the interests of the nation and its citizens who deserve to be treated with respect and dignity, same way Nigeria treats other nationals. It will be recalled that Emirates Airlines was initially given approval to operate into the country, an approval which was withdrawn following inability of Nigerians to obtain and use valid tourist visas to enter the UAE. Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. We will take a break. When we return, we have sports news. Do not go anywhere.
On the covers of the newspapers this October 1st, 2020, it says, no thrills in states on the cover of The Nation. Abuja to celebrate Nigeria at 60. Now, coronavirus holds back plans. Buhari to review military parade at Eagle Square. Now, the logo, special logo created for the 60th anniversary of the independence is right there on the cover, as you can see. The diamond right there in the zero there. 60 together. It says, Queen, Israel, South Africa greet Nigeria. General Absalami cautions politicians. It's more than a ritual, says Tinubu. Also at the top of the page here, Zulum says, bring Chadian soldiers to join Boko Haram battle. Page 4 has more on that. Appeal court ruling halts hiring of 10,000 police constables. Illustration of Nigeria's 60-year journey is on pages 24, 25, and some other pages there. And a sad one, 2 Okada riders die after running into a BRT bus. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation. We also have the Vanguard here with us this morning. It's quite a chunky paper this morning, quite thick, probably a lot of shout-outs, as we say in modern times. It says here, Nigeria, State of the Nation. Nigeria, sick. Ohaneze, Okoje, Afenifere, Catholic bishops. Page 5 has more on that. Atiku says, country in dire need of healing, says, force alone cannot defeat separatist agitations, and begs separatist groups to lay down arms. It also says here, we killed over 50 victims who could not pay ransom, according to kidnapped gang leaders. There is an animated post there. Nigeria as it was in the beginning. It says, God has woken Southern Kaduna people from slumber, General Lecourt says, and on gridlock. Why we're harmonizing state traffic laws, according to the Lagos Assembly. Let me wrap it with this one. Unity schools resume October 11th. Page 14 has more on that. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard. Now, we also have the Daily Trust newspaper with us right now, and it says here, Nigeria has changed beyond recognition. The anniversary special edition on the Daily Trust there, and it has a happy independence celebrating Nigeria ad right there on the cover as well. It's hard to miss that. Let's see what else we have. The Daily Independent says Nigerians asked to shun breakup, be hopeful, united. Don't lose hope, Jonathan Absalami Abubakar say. Let's work towards collective purpose, according to Atiku and Lawan. We need explanations over wasted opportunities, according to Secondus. UK-Nigeria bond will flourish into future, says the Queen of England. Police Commission in dilemma as officers reject promotion. Page 2 has more on that. Nigeria at 60, skewed journey, obscure destination. That's for the front page comment on the Daily Independent. The Nigerian Stock Exchange market capitalization ends September bullish, crosses the 14 trillion naira mark. FEC okays 13.08 trillion naira budget for 2021. And parliamentary summons. Reps seek 2-year jail term, 500,000 naira fine for offenders. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Independent. Let's see what it's like on business day this morning. It says, at 60, Nigeria still struggles to justify giant status. Happy Independence Day to our dear readers, they say here. Let's see, there of course is a run through of what the markets are looking like this morning. So you can have a closer look. Then meanwhile, it says Nigeria clearing debuts aims to be Nigeria's top counterparty. NG clearing debuts aims to be Nigeria's top counterparty clearing house. All right then. All right, so that's what we have on the cover of Business Day. Hopefully we've given you a little insight into what the dailies are saying. Some really interesting comments coming through on the headlines in the dailies so far. If you have a comment or two, you can always hit up our social media pages and tell us what you think. We're going to be taking a quick break, but there's so much more on Wake Up Nigeria. All righty then. Now we're in the kitchen.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Of course, it's a public holiday, so although I expect if there's traffic anywhere, that place.
See, I'm just going to give up on Lagos.
We should just give up.
Well, you can't say if there's a broken down vehicle or an accident.
There shouldn't be a volume. So you know that most of the time there's broken down vehicle, then the volume of cars will now cause traffic. So, but except you're going, maybe some people want to travel out of Lagos.
Today.
So Lagos is about an expressway. Today's Thursday. So they might have just taken Friday off.
Holiday as well.
No.
It's
But some
not.
people just
Some people just decided to risk it.
Friday, just got
But
it
you know,
done.
to be honest, this morning I realized how much of an adult I am. Because like, when I was much younger, I look forward to October. I was just going, holiday, holiday. And then this morning I was in the makeup room. I'm just like, wait, it's a holiday.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah. And I'm like, for who though?
This adulthood there.
Yeah.
I mean, so
My parents didn't prepare me.
if you had an option to say, you know, there's this tweet that came out 2-3 days back. People say that thing that it's better to walk and make 5,000 than be given a free maybe 100,000. People come about that's something, and that's why you see a lot of people, they go up against people that are born into wealth, royalty and monarchs and all of that.
True.
And all of that. But some people have that proclivity. They would rather work for their money. That's cool for them. Would you rather work for your money, or would you love to be born into royalty, born into money?
About that they born into
So the thing is, I wasn't born into it, so I don't know how it feels. So you can't really compare.
Imagine.
So imagining there was like so the whole silver spoon effect. It would probably have shaped my thinking
let me make
differently.
it enter for you.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You imagine at the end of the month, daddy just say, oh yeah, take this 5 million for shopping.
don't know.
Go to Dubai.
I don't know.
Paris,
I don't know.
go to that street of all the
I really
designers.
don't know. Sadly, I've seen a lot of children with silver spoons end up really falling flat on their faces because their parents end up not giving them enough tools to manage themselves when they go out into the world. And then if, God forbid, something happens to the family or the family member that's running things, everything just poof.
Yeah.
And they don't have anything to fall back on.
So which would you rather do? You'd rather work for your money?
I'm enjoying working for my money.
Okay,
I'm
Tope,
enjoying that.
would you rather work for money? Okay, no, there's no need to ask Tope. Tope's stands already
I'm working
there.
for my money right now, so I'm gonna like to try the other one.
How about you, Amen? Remember you, would you?
God test
what would
you
you?
now.
What would you rather do?
Amen.
What would you rather
Baby
if you had
girl
an
for
option?
life.
I know I'm asking these questions. I don't know why I'm asking these questions.
Exactly right, because I
We
mean,
should be asking these questions. We shouldn't be.
Okay.
Amen.
So
when you were having when Titi was talking, it reminded me of when I went for my GCE and my center, Jehovah. It was in so
corner of the earth.
Yeah, like
somewhere.
one awkward place like that. Like I'd never been there. And we didn't used to leave the house until if the driver is not taking us or dad is not taking us. So during my GCE exam, the driver always took me to my exam center.
Really?
Those people that we don't like.
Jesus Christ. The eyes every single time.
And I'm not will milk it.
So there was one of those times. No, at some point it felt awkward because it felt, and then it was. So you just get it. When I say, you already have an idea. It was. So,
I can only imagine because so I was one of the people that had to bus, and where I did my GC was the busing was on another level because I was going from a place I had no idea how to get to a place I had no idea how to get to. So this is dragging which bus to enter, figuring out who is even going your way so that you won't be alone on the road walking back. Yeah. You don't have anybody to even read with. You don't have anybody to.
The first time I tried entering a bus, I was coming back from school.
Okay. In Lagos?
No, I was coming into Lagos from school. Then my phone battery died.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then I actually left school very late. So by the time I got to Lagos, there was no way anyone could reach me.
Secondary school?
No, university. University.
I want to born now.
University.
You had phone in university?
And then,
who is this? Don't give us those poverty stories.
No, you're young now. Not poverty. You're young now.
My phone battery died.
When I was in university,
so listen
Jason
now,
was just entering.
When I got into Lagos, I didn't know where I was. I got down and I started asking people, please, where can I get a cab? Where can I get a cab? It was in the dead of the night.
Nice.
Wow.
I don't even know what I heard. I shall know I just entered the bus.
Wow.
And then they ended up somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Even when I got to the place, they say it was a taxi park. I started asking, the taxi park was shut down.
Wow. Oh, wow. So how did you
know,
end up?
sometimes God just sends angels to you. Then suddenly, this man walked up to me and said, little girl, what are you looking
That
for?
really little girl.
That he was a bike man. And that he was willing to take me to wherever I was going.
How much? Is like this Nigeria?
I didn't care. I just entered. And then we had an accident on our way.
Goodness me.
We had an accident on our way. As in, that was my first near-death experience.
Go and wash your head, this guy.
Hey, goodness me.
Afterwards, this man insisted that he was going to take me home.
Are you serious?
Even though his bike was in, it was a wreck.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful story. We'll go on with that. We'll go on with that. But on social media, we'd love to, feel the pulse of the people who are 60. I know a number of people are not so happy.
Yes.
But you see, for me, I look at it that there has to be a light at the end of the tunnel. That's the only way we can survive. You have to hope.
Sorry to cut you. I saw a tweet and the person was saying, why are we celebrating, blah, blah, blah. And the truth is, I'm going to give you something hot. Where you are in your life now, are you happy? As in, have you made the money that you want to make? No, but you still have hope that you'll make it. That's the same way we are with this country right now. We're not where we want to be, but we still have hope.
One thing I would love to, there's a package that's about to play now. It's going to give you a perspective of how the whole Independence Day thing began.
All right.
Lagos Racecourse is the scene, and it's the afternoon of Nigeria's great day, with thousands awaiting the climax and resolved to relish every minute leading up to it. Princess Alexandra, with Sir James Robertson, the retiring Governor-General, must have enjoyed the whole jubilant atmosphere of the occasion. A first-class show was put on for the benefit of spectators. Entertainers fairly let themselves go, tumbling head over heels with delight. Celebrating, however, as we all know, can be a bit exhausting. The princess was received with yells from the kids. Her friendly charm had quickly made her very popular. It was as the representative of Her Majesty the Queen that Princess Alexandra of Kent returned in the evening. She was about to hand over Nigeria's constitution. And presently, quoting the Queen's own words, she was to wish Nigeria a great and noble future. This was the moment for which the country's leaders, in partnership with British authority, had patiently worked. The Nigerians themselves emphasized that all has been done in friendship, and that friendship will continue. Meanwhile, top-ranking Nigerians, wearing their finest robes, watched in dignified silence as the climax of Independence Day was reached. In handing over the documents to the Federal Prime Minister, Alhaji Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Her Royal Highness handed over sovereignty to a new nation. The Union flag flying for the last time. Princess Alexandra was present, of course, for the final ceremony that took place on the stroke of midnight. This was the dramatic takeover by the new nation's own green and white flag. The next day came the state opening of Parliament. Princess Alexandra, wearing a white embroidered gown and a diamond tiara, entered the chamber where 350 senators and representatives and many guests had assembled. This was the first session of the first Parliament of the new Nigeria. Dr. Ezekwe, President of the Senate and Governor-General Designate, addressed the Princess, asking her to open Parliament by reading the speech from the throne.
All right, so for those of us who are wondering what actually happened on that day, that was the celebration ground. That was at Tafawa Balewa Square, TBS.
And Princess Alexandra.
Alexandra, yeah.
Independence Day. Yeah, I know.
So I saw a tweet and somebody said, don't leave us. We should have started Don't Leave Me challenge that time. You see, because, if I want to wax philosophical now, one of the hardest things to manage is freedom.
Yes.
True. That's one of the hardest things to manage.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all talking about adulting. And you know how, when you were a kid, how easy it was for someone to tell you what to do. So it's easier that way. Hey, brush your teeth. Go and take your bath. Your legs are not looking this thing. I mean, I know how many times I've been told, your hands are white.
Yeah, cream your hand. You
understand? Because growing up, I hated rubbing cream because I sweat. And then so the time, rub on your face, rub everything, and then I'll be sweating. So I've always hated rubbing cream.
Imagine if you get Christmas good.
Exactly. Wow. So now you get to the point whereby freedom is something that is hard to manage.
Yeah.
And that is where we are as a nation. We have to learn how to manage that. That freedom has been quite a challenge for us to manage. And that's why some people say, they shouldn't have left. No, well, I wouldn't say so. But we have to learn to manage the freedom we have.
Something else people don't know how to manage is money. So for instance now, if you did get 10 million naira right now, and you were told that this 10 million naira, you're not going to get something like that in the next 5 years. What would you do to make sure that that 10 million naira takes you further? What would you invest it in? What would you do with that money? Some people don't know.
I'll give them
Some people
back.
don't know. And the thing is, the first thing someone thinks when they get a big amount of money like that is, go and buy a big car. Or go, do you understand? But the thing is, I actually think that's where the work
begins. First thing first. You tell me that for the next 5 years I won't get it, I'll give you back. I'll tell you, don't worry. Because the truth is, you can actually make more than that 10 million in the next 5 years. But if I have to do it with that, the first thing I'll do is sleep. Because that means that I can rest. 10 million.
If we are since we are talking about things that people cannot manage, power.
That's so deep.
Rema. And that actually brings me to, I know that is a day for us to celebrate regardless. And it's one of those days where we need to actively ask for accountability.
I need to get you a microphone.
Asking is one thing. Asking is one thing. Getting answers is another.
And now we are Mike. Sorry to interrupt. How much of our tools that we have access to, for example, social media. How much of it are we using to seek that accountability that we are asking for? To call our leaders out and say, this is what we want, and this is how, demand it. I know that I was having a conversation with my husband yesterday, and then we're saying that we're talking about how things have, gotten really, really bad. and how people have just moved on. And right now, it's just everybody's on a survival level.
Yeah.
Let's just survive. As long as there's food now, let me eat. As long as this is available, I'm fine. But is that enough?
Very good question.
So,
Very good question.
You know, while you wanted to make mention of something.
Yeah, I did.
Asking for accounts is one thing. Receiving the audit or the results of the accounting is another thing.
What you
then giving, what is it now, either reward or punitive measures when you have defaulted or when you have misappropriated funds or whatever it is another thing. That is where that's where there's a major problem with us here. So for me, it's a time
Like
to...
we have seen it happen in other countries.
yes, now.
And
it's a time...
they got it.
It's a time to respect...
in some areas of those countries, some of those people that live there still believe they haven't got it. So people generally are insatiable. They're always going to want more. They're always going to want better. But the truth is, do Nigerians even know what they want? Do they even know where they want to be?
We know what we want.
So I'm telling you that.
He doesn't know what she wants. I know what I want.
We know what we want.
If you were to listen,
we should, I'm not trying to let our leaders go so easily, but we should also remember that Nigeria is just 60 years old and we still have a lot of time to grow. So we should just be
baby steps,
hopeful, yes.
No, we don't.
Well said.
No, we don't. I disagree with that, but no, we don't. But hey, come on. There's something that we all agree on. It's time to take a break now. When we get back, we'll give you your shout-outs.
Fellow Nigerians, I speak to you today as your president and fellow student on this epoch occasion of our country's 60th independence anniversary. As president, I wish to renew my appreciation to Nigerians for entrusting me with your hopes and aspirations for a better and greater Nigeria. Today, it is my unique privilege to recommit myself to the service of this great country of great people with profound diversities and opportunities. We are bound by destiny to be the largest and greatest black nation on earth. At this stage in our nationhood, it is important that we reflect how we got here to enable us work together to get to where we aspire to be as a strong, indivisible nation, united in hope and equal in opportunity. On October 1st, 1960, when Prime Minister Alhaji Abubakar Tafawa Balewa received the constitutional instruments symbolizing Nigeria's independence, he expressed his wish that having acquired our rightful status as an independent sovereign nation, history will record that the building of our nation proceeded at the wisest pace. This optimism was anchored on the peaceful planning, full and open consultation, and harmonious cooperation with the different groups, which culminated in Nigeria emerging as a country without bitterness and bloodshed. Our founding fathers understood the imperative of structuring a national identity, using the power of the state, and worked towards the unification of Nigerians in a politically stable and viable entity. That philosophy guided the foundation that was laid for our young nation of 45 million people, with an urban population of approximately 7 million, occupying an area of 910,768 square kilometers. These demographics led to development challenges for which major efforts were made to overcome. Today, we grapple with multiple challenges, with a population exceeding 200 million, occupying the same land mass, but 52% residing in urban areas. 60 years of nationhood provides an opportunity to ask ourselves questions on the extent to which we have sustained the aspirations of our founding fathers. Where did we do the right things? Are we on course? If not, where did we stray, and how can we remedy and retrace our steps? Upon attaining independence, Nigeria's growth trajectory was anchored on policies and programs that positively impacted on all sectors of the economy. However, this journey was cut short by the 30 months of civil war. We came out of the civil war with a focus on reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reconciliation that enabled the country to put in place world-class development structures and a strengthened public service that well served the government. This positive trajectory continued with a return to democratic government, which was truncated by another round of military rule. For a cumulative 29 of our 60 years existence as a nation, we have been under military rule. My summary of our journey so far as a nation is necessary to appropriately chart where we need to go and how to get there together. Today, I am aware that our economy, along with every single economy in the world, is in crisis. We still face security challenges in parts of the country, while our society suffers from high loss of moral rectitude, which is driven by unbridled craving for political control. An underlying cause of most of the problems we have faced as a nation is our consistent harping on artificially contrived fault lines that we have harbored and allowed unnecessarily to fester. In addition, institutions such as civil service, police, the judiciary, the military all suffered from a general decline. We need to begin a sincere process of national healing, and this anniversary presents a genuine opportunity to eliminate old and outworn perceptions that are always put to test in the lie they always are. The stereotype of thinking of ourselves as coming from one part of the country before seeing ourselves as Nigerians is a key starting point to project us on the road to our deserved nation's evolution and integration. To start this healing process, we are already blessed with the most important asset any nation requires for such, our people. And this has manifested globally in the exploits of Nigerians in many fields. It has been demonstrated time and time again that Nigerians in the diaspora frequently excel in science, technology, medicine, sports, arts, and many other fields. Similarly, the creativity, ingenuity, and resourcefulness of the Nigerian at home has resulted in globally recognized endeavors. I am convinced that if we pursue our aspirations together, we would be able to achieve whatever we desire. That informed our adopting the theme together to mark this epochal event. Together, we can change our condition for the better, and more importantly, together we can do much more for ourselves and for our country. I choose the path of self-reflection because this is what I do on a daily basis. And I must confess that at most times I always felt the need for a collective reflection, as I know that the foundation for a solid future which this administration is laying can only be sustainable if there is a collective commitment by Nigerians. Nigeria is not a country for Mr. President, any ruling or opposition party, but a country for all of us, and we must play our part irrespective of challenges we face to make this country what we desire. To achieve this, we must focus our minds together as a people on ways of resolving the identified critical challenges that underlie our present state. These include A, evolving and sustaining a democratic culture that leaves power in the hands of the people. B, supporting the enthronement of the rule of law, demanding accountability of elected representatives and contributing to good governance. C, increasing our commitment to peaceful coexistence in a peaceful, secure, and united Nigeria. D, harnessing and optimizing our tremendous human and natural resources to attain our goal of being in the top 20 economies of the world, and in the process, E, lifting 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years. F, strengthening institutions to make them stronger in protecting national interests. And G, imbibing tolerance in diversity. I am a firm believer in transparent, free, fair, and credible elections, as has been demonstrated during my period as a democratically elected president. The recent build-up and eventual outcome of the Edo State election should encourage Nigerians that it is my commitment to bequeath to this country processes and procedures that would guarantee that the people's votes count. The problems with our electoral process is mainly human-induced, as desperate desire for power leads to desperate attempts to gain power and office. Democracy, the world over, and as I am pursuing in Nigeria, recognizes the power of the people. However, if some constituencies choose to bargain off their power, they should be prepared for denial of their rights. This goal is made more urgent if we realize that even after a transparent, free, fair, and credible election, desperation leads to compromising the judiciary to overturn legitimate decisions of the people. It is necessary to, therefore, support the enthronement of the rule of law by avoiding actions which compromise the judiciary. Fellow Nigerians, our history has shown that we are a people that have the capacity to live peacefully with one another. As a government, we remain committed to our constitutional oath of securing the lives and properties of the citizenry. I, however, call on the citizenry to also support government by providing the necessary community-level intelligence in addressing these challenges. In moving forward together, it is important to strengthen our economy, to provide sustainable means of livelihood for as many Nigerians as possible, so as to eradicate absolute poverty from our midst. I want to re-emphasize my dedication and commitment, a dedication and commitment that propelled my public service career and informed my quest to continually seek for an opportunity to improve the lives of Nigerians, set the country on the path of prosperity, and lead the country to a better future. This administration has been focused on rebuilding and laying the foundations for a sustainable Nigeria. Of course, we have met and are still meeting the challenges inherent in any rebuilding initiative. More so, that of a nation like Nigeria that has undergone avoidable levels of deprivation, but can be surmounted if we all work together. I wish to reiterate that our people and our spirit of excellence remains our most important asset. In this wise, the need to return to our age-old ethical and high moral values would be necessary, and this informed by launching of the National Ethics and Integrity Policy on Monday, the 28th of September 2020. The policy would not implement itself, and the first contact of the visibility of its implementation is the public service, whose ongoing reforms would be expected to be sustainable and give a radical redirection in providing services to all Nigerians. Fellow Nigerians, in addition to public health challenges of working to contain the spread of coronavirus, we have suffered a significant drop in our foreign exchange earnings and internal revenues due to 40% drop in oil prices and steep drop in economic activities, leading to a 60% drop in government revenue. Our government is grappling with the dual challenge of saving lives and livelihoods in face of drastically reduced resources. In this regard, sustaining the level of petroleum prices is no longer possible. The government, since coming into office, has recognized the economic argument for adjusting the price of petroleum. But the social argument about the knock-on effect of any adjustment weighed heavily with the government. Accordingly, in the last 3 years, we have introduced unprecedented measures in support of the economy and to the weakest members of our society in the shape of A, trader money, B, farmer money, C, school feeding program, D, job creation efforts, and E, agricultural intervention programs. No government in the past did what we are doing with such scarce resources. We have managed to keep things going in spite of the disproportionate spending on security. Those in the previous government from 1999 to 2015 who presided over the near destruction of the country have now the impudence to attempt to criticize our efforts. In the circumstances, a responsible government must face realities and take tough decisions. Petroleum prices in Nigeria are to be adjusted. We sell now at 161 naira per litre. A comparison with our neighbors will illustrate the point. A. Chad, which is an oil-producing country, charges 362 naira per litre. B. Niger, also an oil-producing country, sells 1 litre at 346 naira. C. Ghana, another oil-producing country, petroleum pump price is 326 naira per litre. Further afield, Egypt charges 211 naira per litre. Saudi Arabia charges 168 naira per litre. It makes no sense for oil to be cheaper in Nigeria than in Saudi Arabia. Fellow Nigerians, to achieve the great country we desire, we need to solidify our strength, increase our commitment, and encourage ourselves to do that which is right and proper, even when no one is watching. Fellow Nigerians, let us collectively resolve to continue our journey beyond the 60 years on the clear understanding that as a nation we are greater together than being smaller units of nationalities. By the sufficient grace of God, we shall come through any transient challenges. It is my sincere hope that by the end of this anniversary, on September 30th, 2021, we will all be proud of taking this individual and collective self-assessment for the progress of our great nation. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless us all.
Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, it's time for some good food. And that's what we're here to give you here on the show today. Making her debut this morning is Chef Tumi. Oh, look at that. And guess what, guys? This morning, she is making seafood pepper soup with roasted bell peppers. I know some of you will be like, roasted bell peppers? Why is that there? Well, anyways, you know, we like to add a little bit of extra, you know, here on the show. Hello, Chef Tumi, welcome.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so now let's talk about the ingredients we'll be working with this morning. Over to you.
So as you earlier mentioned, we're making seafood pepper soup with roasted bell peppers. So of course we'll start with the seafood which we have here. We have fresh tilapia fish, and we have snails and calamari in this bowl.
Calamari. I told you guys that we're coming with something extra. Go ahead, please.
Okay, then we have crabs here and we have prawns as well.
Okay.
So then we have scotch bonnetas, rodo, the red and the yellow. We have bell peppers that we'll be roasting. We have parsley, We have coriander, onions, ginger, garlic, seasoning cubes, scent leaf, plantain. We have the local spices for the pepper soup, which is the uyayak and the uda and a bit of lemongrass.
Wow. This is definitely pepper soup with class. And just in case you missed out on the ingredients, you have them right there on your screen. So you don't miss any bit of what we are making on the show this morning. And we have uda, crab, snail, prawns, garlic, ginger, uyayak, plantain, calamari, fresh tilapia fish, red bell peppers, parsley, olive oil, scent leaf, lime wedges, lemongrass, yellow pepper, chicken flavor, seasoning cubes, coriander powder, black peppercorn, and scotch bonnet. And of course, that's pepper. That's your rodo.
Yes.
All right. So let's get right into this meal.
Okay.
This is what you call action. All right, so we have our water boiling. What's going in?
Yes, so the first
pots?
step is to get your snails and your calamari washed, which we have already done.
How do you wash your snails and your calamari, especially with the snails? There's a lot of people who don't know how to wash their snails properly. Yes.
Okay, so some Nigerians would rather use gari to wash theirs. Others will use lemon. Others will use salt or alum.
Oh, okay.
So we used alum for this, but we finished it up with lemon to ensure that it's no longer slimy.
Okay.
And then for the calamari as well, you can wash in salt water or in lemon water.
Okay.
Yes.
How expensive is the calamari though?
Well, it's kind of affordable.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's not
Yeah,
so
especially if
expensive.
you go to the fish markets.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you can
yes.
get like a whole lot at a very affordable
exactly.
price.
And then the freshest as well. It's best to go to the fish markets
to get them.
where it's fresh than the frozen ones.
We'll come to the crab later because this is one seafood that I have difficulty with. But at what point do we put our snails in the...
Okay, so the water is boiling now,
Yes.
so this is a good time to do so.
You need me to hand this over?
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
So our already washed snails could go in first
Okay.
with the calamari.
That looks
You can chop your calamari smaller if you want, like
Okay.
just dice it like into tiny bits,
It's
but
okay.
we wanted it a bit chunky here.
Okay.
So you could season with some salt.
Okay.
This is sea salt, but the regular salt you have at home is just fine as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to let that boil and cook for a little while, yes?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And just in case you're just joining us, this morning with me is Chef Tumi, and we are making seafood pepper soup with roasted bell peppers. We add that extra on your Independence Day special here on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us, people. We'll be right back.
The Federation of Nigeria was granted full independence on October the 1st, 1960, under a constitution that provided for a parliamentary government and a substantial measure of self-government for the country's 3 regions. Queen Elizabeth II was monarch of Nigeria and head of state, and Nigeria was a member of the British Commonwealth of Nations. On this day, Nigeria became the 99th member of the United Nations and enacted a new constitution and became a republic. The federal government was given exclusive powers in defense, foreign relations, and commercial fiscal policy. The monarch of Nigeria was still head of state, but legislative power was vested in the bicameral parliament, executive power in a prime minister and cabinet, and judicial authority in a federal supreme court. Political parties, however, tended to reflect the makeup of the 3 main ethnic groups, Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. The reign of the British colonial masters in Nigeria came to an end with the administration of Sir James Wilson Robertson in 1960. Robertson was said to have been sent to Nigeria to serve as the head of the British colony because of his good work in England. He was Governor General of Nigeria from 15th of June 1955 to 16th of November 1960. On October the 1st, 1960, Racecourse was the birthplace of Nigeria's independence, where Alhaji Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa declared the country as a sovereign nation. The first motion of the just elected parliamentarians passed on January 14, 1960, led to the choice of October 1st, 1960 as Nigeria's Independence Day, as well as the racecourse, a 14.5-hectare ceremonial ground in Lagos Island, as the foremost venue for government events. When Lagos was the capital of Nigeria. The flag of Nigeria was designed in 1959 and first officially hoisted on October 1st, 1960. The flag has 3 vertical bands of green, white, and green. The 2 green stripes represent Nigeria's natural wealth and resources, while the white band represents peace. It may interest you to know that the flag is an adaptation of the winning entry from Michael Taiwo Akinkumi, 23-year-old student at the time, in a competition held in 1959. He was studying at the Norwich Technical College in London, England, when he saw an advertisement in a newspaper that submissions were being accepted for the design of a new national flag of Nigeria. The original submission had a red radiating sun badge in the central white vertical band with a green vertical band on each side. After the badge was removed by the judges, the flag remained unchanged. It was officially used on October 1st, 1960, the day Nigeria was granted independence from the United Kingdom. Now, the racecourse might look empty and deserted today, but the ground played a significant role in the independence of Nigeria in history, and that was the location for celebration of many anniversaries of Nigeria's independence after then, before the nation's capital was moved to Abuja. Hopefully you've learned a thing or two about our great nation and how she became independent. Once again, happy Independence Day, Nigeria, from all of us at Wake Up Nigeria. Keep us together.
All I seek to find is in you. Everyone wants some people. Are you ready to do something free? Nigeria, are you ready to do something free? People, are you ready to do something free? Are you ready to do something free? What down? 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 If you love Nigeria, put your hands in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Oya ni Nigeria, ó ti ṣe ohun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Àánú ńlá òun la rí gbà from Lagos to Abuja to Katsina to Cross River to Osun State. Àlọ́ ti ṣe ohun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Aráyé ẹ wá bá wa yọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Ó ṣe ohun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Àánú ńlá òun la rí gbà ó. Ó ṣe ohun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Nàìjíríà. Aráyé ẹ wá bá wa yọ̀.
Woo! Happy Independence Day, Nigeria! We have the Segun Johnson band, as you can see. I'm already going. It's good to have you guys here.
Same here.
Happy New Month, happy Independence Day. You guys look amazing.
Thank you so much.
So tell me, how long have you guys been together?
For 6-7 years, thereabout, yeah.
7 years. Ooh, okay. So how has the journey been?
Of course, we've had our trials and tribulations, but then we can actually count our gains more than the things we've lost.
We've lost. That's fantastic. You know what? I'm sure everybody just like talk about beg. Cut this story short. Blow us away. I mean, you already have been blowing us away, but you know what? Drop it like it's hot. I'll enjoy it small before I go. Please, 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 please. Bring it.
Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're a Nigerian and you show what you waiting for, allow your baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Allow your baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Allow your baby. And it's a company, allow your baby. Allow your baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. From Lagos to Abuja to Katsina to Cross River. Allow your baby. Everybody, all Nigerians. Happy Independence. Oh, yeah, shake your body. Okay. Shake it up. See, when I say do like this, everybody. Okay, now do like this. Do like this. Do like this. Do like this.
all brothers and sisters, if you're ready. And I say, oh yeah, never let people let them know.
Hello and welcome back. Now, happy Independence Day, Nigeria, if you're just tuning in, just waking up to that holiday mood. Now, we have someone special in the studio, and his name is Toby Tone, a Nigerian rap musician and spoken word artist, independently writing his stories through music and promoting conscious and positive art. He brings an alternative style to spoken word poetry. Now, you need to watch out for that magical lyrical experience that's about to come your way. But good morning, Toby.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, thank you so much for making it. So the first things that come to your mind when you hear Independence Day, Nigeria, just give me something.
I think freedom, but then it also drags along a lot of ideas and questions and concepts, but I would just say freedom, as that's the first thing that comes to mind, of course.
All right. So what about if I throw a word like leadership to you right now, what comes to mind then?
Questions, absolutely, questions.
Do you have, okay, you know what? You don't have to move from your seat right now because Toby Tone is about to begin his performance. Take it away, Toby.
Do not conform your life to disabilities. Maria and Jerry, a Kenyan woman thriving against cerebral palsy. She reminds me of Africa. She reminds me of Nigeria. She reminds me of cold mornings in baggy school uniforms on primary school assemblies, drums beating and marching songs in unison. Parents, listen to your children. We are the leaders of tomorrow. Try to pay our school fees and give us sound education. I'm not here to complain about the complexities of our reality. We're not the leaders of tomorrow. The evening has been born and the petrichor has become intimate with the wind. The stars are withdrawing and the wise men are asleep. The vision of the coming tomorrow has been misrepresented in a dream, a figure of expression, a figment. We have now successfully become everything but real. The celebration is in progress. We jolly at our defeat. We scream our expressions in silence. Our voices are lost in deceit. The seat is now occupied by a fog, a prayer, faith, something that we tell ourselves, selective amnesia. We remember the tomorrow in the phrase, but forget that the quality of the leader is in the lead. We are not the ones that they spoke about. We're only accompanying the truth. We're only messengers of time. We're not the ones feeding the shoes. How long did he take MLK to SMH at the system? How long did he take Jesus Christ to FGS out religion? How long will he take you to contribute for the future? Our dreams are tied up in nooses. Why do we celebrate our confusion? Please, do not. Do not bury your head in realization like these words have not been spoken before. I'm only a carrier of the same truth, as we have done nothing but lie to ourselves after all. For a change, wake up your consciousness instead. Illuminate your spirit of community and leave your selfishness in bed. Embed these words into your passion and find vision in progress-driven communal actions. Our environment suffers as the poor who live in it. Our truth suffers as the lies are replacing it. Our days are numbered, but we're busy calculating grains. The grains on our faces must confuse the creator of the earth that we live in. Every day I wake up with a mind like church choirs. I follow the rhythm of sight as my legs beat the drums of earth, my skin striking against the harp of wind and my nostrils blowing the horns of breath. I'm sensing there are thousands of people who need our help. If we are the light of the world, how is there so much darkness? If there's heaven on our inside, how are we living a life of hell? We're not the leaders of tomorrow if we do not start leading today. A young man sold his birthright. So when he looked up to the sky, as the gain slowly dissolved into a lifetime of losses, I'll tell you what he saw: an empty sky, a reminder, a story of another failed Cain. I hope this rings a bell. I hope we can tie our laces in ribbons of let's go forward. We're 60 today. Awake from your slumber. Wake up, Nigeria. Thank you.
Awake from your slumber. Wake up, Nigeria. I don't think there's anything else I should say after that. All I want to do now is find out what's happening in the kitchen. Thank you so much, Toby Tone, for that amazing performance. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. All right. I think some people needed to hear that this morning. But there's something else some people need. That's inspiration with regards to what to cook today on Independence Day. Talk to us. What's happening?
Thank you very much, TT. Talking about waking up from your slumber. One meal that is definitely going to wake you up this morning is what we are making in the kitchen this morning with Chef Tumi. And we are making seafood pepper soup with roasted bell peppers.
Exactly.
Hi, we've been cooking and oh my gosh, I can already feel the aroma. It's swept the whole room. But if you missed out on the ingredients earlier on, you have them right now on your screen. We're going to read them out to you while Chef Tumi gets cooking. So quickly, we're working with uda, crab, snail, which is cooking right now. We have prawns, garlic, ginger, uyayak, plantain, calamari, fresh tilapia fish, red bell pepper, parsley, olive oil, scent leaf, lime wedges, lemongrass, yellow pepper, chicken flavor, seasoning cubes, coriander powder, black peppercorn, and scotch bonnet. Scotch bonnet, that is pepper, red pepper. Yeah. Okay, so where we at? Our snail has been cooking for a while now.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's pretty soft.
So we have our snails and calamari on fire, and they're soft now. So
what did you add to it?
Okay, so we added some salt to it. We added garlic and onions, and then we added a bit of seasoning, chicken flavor to it as well. Okay,
great.
Yes.
So what's next?
So our peppers are roasted now. So if you're doing this at home, you can just easily deseed your pepper. This is what it looks like, of course. Cut it into two, deseed it, and then put it on the open flame on your burner. Yes. And then you put it skin down so it chars a bit, and then you wash it, put it in your blender with your onions, garlic as well if you like that, and atarodo.
All right, I'm curious, what does the roasted bell pepper do to why does it have to be roasted? Why can't we just blend it?
Because it gives it a smokier flavor when it's roasted.
I'm really looking forward to that taste. All right, so let's continue. I know in here we have roasted bell peppers.
Yes.
In here we have onions.
Yes, we have the scotch bonnet, that's the atarodo. Yes, we have some garlic in it as well.
Okay, great.
Yes. So this goes straight into the snails and calamari cooking.
Look at that. Today's a public holiday, guys. What better way to spice up your Independence Day? Let's do something exciting, something fun. That's why we are here for you, to, give you different ideas, different recipes, and you ain't going anywhere. You have all the day to yourself. Well, that's except if you have plans. But there's no better day to try out this delicious meal that we are serving you with this morning. seafood pepper soup. And we are actually working with with different kinds of seafood. We're working with snails, we're working with prawns, we're working with calamari, guys. Calamari. I know what comes to mind is expensive. No, it's not. Look for the fish market nearest to you and go and get yourself a calamari today. They are very healthy too. Yes. Okay. So now that our pepper is cooking up,
so
what's
we
next?
use our local spices now. So we have our
this spice.
Uyayak.
I love it. It's not only healthy, it has amazing nutritional benefits, and the flavor.
It's amazing.
Oh, guys, go and try it out.
So this.
Let me save the gist. Just go and try it out for yourself. And what's this?
So this is Uda. Also
Uda
used for pepper soup.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll throw a few in there.
Okay, with a lot of natural spices.
Yes.
I love.
And then we have a little bunch of dried lemongrass
Okay.
for added flavor. So we'll be putting this in as well.
Okay.
Yes. And then after this, you can use your seasoning cubes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Taking a sting from our spoken word part earlier on, this is definitely going to wake you up, guys. So we are not just serving you Wake Up Nigeria as a show, we are also serving you Wake Up breakfasts. I mean, that lemongrass in this pepper soup is definitely, it's a kick start.
It is.
To a wonderful day. Like, wow, amazing.
So the next thing is the fish. We've already seasoned our fish here.
Okay.
We
Like
used
marinated it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So we used salt. We used a bit of garlic and seasoning cubes for that.
Okay.
So your fish goes in first because it
Look
takes
at
time
that.
to cook.
Look at that.
So of course the flavor from the fish already adds to your broth on fire. Yes.
Wow. This is a special kind of pepper soup, by the way. Like, what? Whoever thought that you could actually make pepper soup with so much blended pepper? Why? Like, it's not pepper soup. This is pepper soup, indeed.
Yes, it is. So at this point, we cover and then we
allow it cook.
Allow it to cook.
Nice. Yes. All right. Now that you have, you know, we're just going to let that simmer up a bit. Let's get to know you. You've been doing this for 4 years. How
Yes,
has
I have.
it been being a chef in Nigeria?
It's been an amazing experience, to be
Yeah.
honest. And
It's been an amazing experience. Let's hold that thought. Let's hold that thought. We want to have to go on a quick break right now, people. There's still so much more on the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's been non-stop infotainment since we went live at 6 a.m. And of course, the final 45 minutes are going to be equally, even more awesome than the last 2 hours.
Especially since Mike is looking awesome today. I think this look is working for you. I think you should do this more often. You know?
Who should I step on? Who should I step on?
Wow.
Who should I step on?
I don't understand what you mean by step on.
There's no you leave this show.
Don't step on anybody,
So,
please.
what am I stepping on? Where's the red cap? Ooh.
Oh my
We're going for all the shows, but not going for it. We're going to the red carpets today.
As in, you are prepared. You are prepared.
We are,
I like
yeah,
it. I like it.
It's celebration everywhere.
Yes,
in as much as you know, we celebrate. We celebrate. That's just all about it, and introspect. But hey, hope. That is the general theme that we're trying to push out here. That yes, we are alive. It will be. It can be better.
Happiness is a direction, not a place. Happiness depends on ourselves, and happiness isn't something ready-made, but something you need to achieve. So
That's
there's
dynamite quotes there.
Pursuit of happiness. You've heard that before. Yes,
Don't leave me.
So-
Now, of course, it's the right atmosphere, and we believe that we are putting a smile on your face. I know some of you have come for social media.
Yes.
Mike, what are you people jumping about? Don't worry.
See, social media should not wake
We
you
are
up.
here.
We should wake you up. Come on now.
Now, of course, it's a third lap, and you know it only gets better at the top of every hour.
So don't give in to the worrying about things you have no control over. Just make the best of everything you have, everything you can. And it's about to go down in studio.
This is just
here.
giving some nuggets, some dynamite. She's on fleek today.
Thank you very much. It's okay. It's
All right, of course, stay with us. I am Mike Mesikeno.
And I'm Titila Oyinson. Make sure you don't go anywhere through this final lap of the show today. There's still quite a lot happening. Just stream the show live, as well as so many other shows on TVC at TVC Entertainment.
And of course, you can watch us if you are on the go. Our app is available. Download on Android and iOS store, and you can watch us anywhere you are in the world.
For more exciting videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, TVC Entertainment, so that you can catch up on things you might have missed.
Now, don't forget, it's not been on for a while, but we are still here. IG Live on Friday, exclusively on Instagram. We bring you some sort of a no-holds-barred, a relaxed, chill kind of chat. I'm the chillest that's at that point in time. IG Live on Fridays, 2:30 p.m. That's what we do.
So if you are just tuning in now, you should know that there's going to be some wonderful serenading live music. Alrighty.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so there are a lot of things I like to talk about on Independence Day, but I like to ask myself, when did I fully become independent? And then independent of what or of who? So independent of my parents. In a way, yes, but not just that. Independent, some women become independent of their partners at a point. They make the decision to become independent of their partners. Financially independent, emotionally independent.
No,
When did you become independent?
That is good now.
I think maybe when I turned 18.
Of your parents?
What happened?
Yeah,
Of
so
your parents?
yes.
Financially?
Yes.
What happened?
It wasn't an issue of what happened. It was a choice.
You're too late.
It's too early.
It's not too early anymore. The kind of society we live in now, having those little extra things you do on the side, to help the family out once in a while is important.
Okay.
Ibrahim, when were you financially independent of your parents? And why are you not looking like us Nigerians? Please go back to your country.
Ibrahim, you can't take that standing. You can't.
Today is October 1st. I just have to be happy. I don't want to listen to anything you say. Don't worry about that. But then you guys are doing partial. I'm wearing suits, all suited up, and you're dressing in the native attire.
Ben, you will send it to your country.
That's unfair.
I like the green tie, though. Nice tie.
We see
Thank you, dear. The 60th independence anniversary of Nigeria will be celebrated low-key in Lagos State due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu directed that the planned parade and other activities that will involve the gathering of more than 50 persons will be cancelled. According to the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Mr. Gbenga Motosho, residents are advised to celebrate quietly at home and follow COVID-19 protocol while praying for the country. The Commissioner stated that odds that the police and other security agencies have been directed to ensure compliance to the Nigeria Center for Disease Control warnings. The Federal Executive Council has approved budget proposal of 13.08 trillion naira for the year 2021. This was disclosed by the Minister of Finance, National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, after this week's meeting in Abuja. The budget is based on an oil bench market of $40 per barrel and an oil production of 1.86 million barrels per day. She expressed optimism that the gross domestic product growth target of 3% of 2021 would be met and inflation would be contained at 11.95%. And on the Nigerian 60th independence celebration, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, CP Hakeem Odumosu, has instructed officers and men of the command to disallow any unlawful societies under whatever disguise from staging rallies or protests within the state on Thursday, the 1st of October 2020. The police boss read the Riot Act during a security meeting with the area commanders, divisional police officers and heads of department at the conference room, state headquarters, GRA, Ikeja, on Wednesday. In the meantime, the Inspector General of Police, Emir Demo, has ordered increased surveillance and security deployments across the country to forestall any breach of peace and to ensure a hitch-free celebration as Nigeria marks its 60th Independence Day today. In a release signed by the Force Public Relations Officer, Force Headquarters, Abuja, DCP Frank Mba, on Wednesday, the IGP enjoined citizens to go about the celebrations without any fear or apprehension. He also assured citizens that commissioners of police and their supervisory assistants, inspectors general of police have been directed to ensure the safety and security of the public space in the various areas of responsibilities. Also, the Defense Headquarters says several terrorists have been neutralized and their hideouts and logistics structures destroyed by the Air Task Force of Operation Lafia Dole at Tumbuma Baba, one of the island settlements on the fringes of the Lake Chad in Borno State, which serves as a logistics hub for Islamic State of West Africa province elements. A statement signed by the Coordinator Defense Media Operations, Major General John NHS, says the feat was achieved in airstrikes executed on Wednesday under the ongoing subsidiary Operation Hailstorm 2, after human intelligence reports indicated that several ISWAP fighters and some of their leaders had converged on some structures concealed under the thick vegetation of the area, preparing to launch an attack. The Defense Headquarters says fighter jets and helicopter gunships were dispatched to engage the location, resulting in devastating hits on the settlement, killing several terrorists and destroying their structures.
Welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria Garden. And today, Thursdays are always about art displays. We have the amazing Taiwo Akinyele here with us. He's going to be talking to us about his artwork. And, you know, it seems like something you really love. As soon as I got here, he was smiling, you know, and I have to say the pieces I'm seeing here are really interesting. So let's talk about the media that you use for your art.
Okay, so these artworks are basically expressed in oil color and acrylic.
Okay.
Yes, and they are done on canvas.
So oil color in acrylic. So for people that don't know what that is, so there are different types of paint, obviously.
Yeah.
But acrylic paint is your choice. Why did you choose acrylic above others?
I chose acrylic because acrylic is very easy to control, and being an artist, you should know that anything that has to do with water, so it will dry very fast. Okay. So I'm able to blend my brush strokes easily with acrylic paint.
Is this an acrylic piece here?
This is a work expressed in oil color.
Oil, this is oil. But then is there any acrylic here?
Yes.
This is acrylic right here.
This is acrylic, and that is acrylic as well.
This is
one of the
one
swimmer.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
So what media is this?
That is expressed in oil color.
Oil color, but I can see a rough texture across it as well. So what can you tell me about the rough texture here?
Okay, so the rough texture are done with tar bond and sand.
Okay.
So sand mixed together with tar bond. So that is what is used to achieve that texture over there.
Okay, all right. So I have a feeling you have names for your pieces.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's talk about this one right here. What's this one called?
Okay, so this is known as labor. So I produced this work in order to celebrate the Nigerian Independence Day. So and to showcase that the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So was this was specifically for independence?
Specifically for independence, yeah.
Yeah. So there's always a message, you know, that some artists say they have a message they're trying to put across. Whenever they see a canvas, you know, they just want to express themselves or express that message. So let's talk about this piece right here on the side. What message were you passing across with that one?
Okay, so this is an artwork depicting joy. So it is titled Joy Overflow.
Okay. Joy overflow?
Joy overflow, yes, exactly. So, and express in different kinds of color as well. So in any situation we find ourselves, we need to see that there is more to life rather than just being shallow-minded. So we need to see that life is colorful on its own. Yeah.
It looks like it took a very long time to produce. Can you tell us when you started it and how long it took you?
I started this. This was done in less than just 8 hours. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Because I made use of different kind of paint.
Okay.
Expressed with palette knife.
Okay.
So the strokes on the canvas are expressed in palette knife.
So you didn't actually just use a brush. The palette knife was just used to apply it to the canvas.
Absolutely, yes. Okay. Absolutely.
It must have taken a long time to dry though, because you know I feel like brush strokes will make the paint dry quicker.
Yes.
Right. So how long did it take for it to be completed?
This for oil color to dry, so it usually takes 3-5 days at times. Yes, for it to dry very well.
Beautiful.
Yes, exactly. So
I can see another piece down here. Is this acrylic or oil?
This is expressed in oil color.
What's the name?
And it's titled Togetherness. Yeah.
Togetherness.
Yes.
All right, tell me what you were thinking when you put that together.
Okay, so this work was inspired by a friend who went to the swimming pool with our friend. So she was trying to teach those that were naive in swimming. So she was trying to teach them how to swim. So together we come, so we are able to learn things from each other. So we learn moral values, so we learn some things that inspire each other.
Okay.
So that is spirit of togetherness.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah,
it looks very colorful. I really
so
like
much,
it.
Yeah.
You have a water theme going on here because I can see, you know, what seems to be water in this one as well. What's this one called?
Okay, so this is called From Within.
Okay.
So everything that is done by an artist or every human comes from within. To talk about inspiration, to talk about growth, to talk about strength. So they all comes from within.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to touch this one more time.
Okay.
And I'm wondering why you decided to use sand for the texture here as opposed to just putting paint on canvas.
Yeah.
So talk to us about this one. What's she called?
Okay, so this is called gratitude.
Okay.
So in all things, we need to give thanks to God. So that is what inspired the artworks over there.
Okay, all right, beautiful. They are very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And I know that, you know, some people don't get to appreciate art so much. So what have you been able to do to make sure that you can, you know, get your artwork to the world?
Okay, yeah. So one of the things I do is to push the gospel of creativity to people through my social media platform. So I create art every day. So I practice with any medium I find around me. I practice with semo flour to create a piece of art. Yes, exactly. And I'm able to express myself in anything, recycling items, so try to produce art. So this is what I do every day, and I promote art on my social media platform.
So for the young people out there who would like to get into this, what word of advice would you give them before we wrap up?
Okay, so I would like to advise them to put in their best, because passion is not enough to strive in the art world. So you need to make sure that you have passion coupled with persistence, and that will keep you going. So that is all I have to tell them out there.
Thank you so much, Taiwo Akinyele, for showing us these amazing pieces. It's not as easy as it looks putting together all these pieces of art, but he's willingly come to showcase them together right here for us on this Independence Day. Happy Independence Day, by the way.
Independence Day.
All right, amazing artwork there. Thank you for staying tuned with us. Here with me in the kitchen is Chef Tumi. And quickly, we really need to, I mean, you started this journey with us, so we need to show you the end results. And it's over there, seafood pepper soup with roasted bell peppers. So quickly, Chef Tumi, tell us what's happening over there.
Okay, so we added plantain, the rest of the seafood, the prawns, the crabs, a bit of black pepper, and ginger, and crushed yellow peppers.
And garlic as well.
Garlic as well,
Yeah,
yes.
so what's the last ingredient we're putting in?
So just the scent leaf. That's the last thing going in now.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
That is adding finishing touch to our meal today. That looks really, really good. Yes, and just in case you're wondering why it looks that way, that's because she earlier on added roasted bell peppers. Yeah, crushed, blended roasted bell peppers and onions, and you know, that mix, basically, that's what's giving us the color for that pepper soup, and that looks really, really, really good. The aroma is filling the entire studio, guys. If you're not here, you are missing, but you can definitely try out this recipe. I mean, you have all day today, and even if you have plans today, you can also try it over the weekend. Well, we still have some music later on. I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if that's happening, if in the garden, Red, but oh yes. So Shagood Johnson and band, they're still here, and they're going to boogie on this Independence.
ẹ̀yin tèmi báwo ni sẹ́ ṣẹ́ wa lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́ ṣẹ́ wa. ọmọ ìjàlí ọmọ dákun baby jọ fún mi you know I'm in love with you ìwọ gangan ni you're special loving bíbí bá bú 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 ó yàtọ̀ pé kòdó kòdó lẹ́yìn ló make me kòdó 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 lẹ́yìn ló make me kòdó. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody say he's color, he's clemente, he's coloboto, he's clemente, he's coloboto. Give them. He's clemente, he's coloboto. Give them. He's clemente, he's coloboto. Kese kote shiwole, kese kote shiwole. Kese kote shiwole. Anije bomo Jesu ni. Kese kote shiwole. Kese kote shiwole. Kese kote shiwole. When I say check on, this check on. Ó yá náwó sókè Olúwa ẹ tóbi o ẹ tóbi Olúwa ẹ tóbi Nàìjíríà ẹ tóbi o ẹ tóbi kò sẹ́ni tá a lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o ẹ tóbi kò sẹ́ni tá a lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o ẹ tóbi. Ó yá pakurumọ̀kẹ́. Bọ́túmù yìí yẹn lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹjọ. Bọ́mù yìí yẹn lè rí kẹjọ. When I say shake your body. Shake your body.
Oh, goodness me.
So I had to wait a while. I was hearing him feel the song. And I really wanted to hear his voice a bit more. Hello, Timmy. Good morning. Hello, Timmy. Good morning.
Good morning, Timmy.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you doing?
Good morning.
Now, of course,
I'm
we've got...
very well, fine, thank you.
Yep, we've got Timmy Dakolo here.
60.
Happy Independence Day, Timmy.
Happy Independence to you too, Titi.
Now, Timmy, you were feeling the song while it was going. How do you, a number of years after you released that song, do you still feel the same way? How exactly do you feel about Nigeria?
We're Nigerians. We hope against hope. That's who we are. We believe. It's like saying you can't throw the baby away with the bath. The bath water and all that. So I still believe that this is all the country that we have, and somehow we have to make it work. We have to.
For those that don't know, Nigerian soul singer Timmy Dakolo has gradually built his trade from being on the TV reality show. It was West African Idol.
Exactly.
And he's become one of the biggest names in African music with beautiful songs, just like Great Nation that you heard just now. Wish Me Well, Iyawo Mi, and so many other great songs. He's joining us here this morning to talk to us on Independence Day. And we're so pleased that he could take out time to talk to us on a special day like this.
Definitely.
So I wanted to go through those lyrics a little. You know, when you were writing the song Great Nation, right? Were you writing it because it was something you truly felt, or you were just trying to find a melody and a well-written song to perform on the stage? Talk to us, Timmy.
Okay, it's me, Cobams, and the lady called Joan. See how they say we should speak to those things that be not as though they were. Like we're believing. Everything around us was not saying the thing, but we felt like we're still here. We're still here as a people. So it's what the encouragement is. What's the word I will use? Is to reinforce our beliefs. So we say, let's say let's say these things that would bring hope rather than diminish it. Let's say the truth. Let's speak to the Nigeria that we truly desire. The Nigeria that we hope to live for our children and their children and their children's children. And that's where it came from. So we're not in the position of where it was now in the present. We probably took ourselves to the future, or we envision a place that is better than this place where we are right now. And we say that we're all that we have. This land, we will defend it. Like, though we are many people, different tribes and different tongues, but we're united. Have you seen Nigerians? I don't think we ever argue when we're watching it, when Nigeria is playing another country. You need to see how united we are. When Super Eagles or any other eagle, eaglet or anything playing, you see. And I told somebody that day that he said, when you say this particular tribe is this, have you experienced it, or this belief that you have? It was told of you and you imbibed it. Have you experienced this thing for yourself? Or you are fighting a borrowed fight? You get what I'm trying to say, Titi?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
So this place is all that we have. I know that I've traveled, I've gone to places, I've seen different things, but there's something about us and about here called Nigeria. And no matter where you go, this place is the only place you can truly call home.
All right, wonderful. Now let's talk about your music, Timmy. We've seen you evolve so much, into an artist that has been very vocal about his views, about his thoughts and all of that. We've seen that evolution over the years. Your musical journey, what has it done to you as a person? How has your evolution, how did it happen?
I came into this scene as just a choir boy that had to learn my tenor part and sing. But after you win a competition as big and as massive as West African Idols, you have to bring more to the table. So I started to study. I even went to Berklee College of Music to study songwriting. And when I was done, I actually created a picture. I created a picture in my head to say, this is the music that I want. This is the kind of artist that I want to be. This is what I want to say. This is how I want to say it. And I always, when I sit down to work on a particular project, a particular song, what I do is that in front of me is that image of, okay, this is how Timmy will say it. This is how it will sound if Timmy say it. And it took, like they say, change takes time. Little bit, tiny development, tiny evolution and all that. So it took me a while. I'm also working, I'm working on a project that probably going to surprise a lot of people. I call it the cross leader. And it's me living where I am, where people know me for. Come to somewhere, experience something else, and come back to where you are, and all that. So creativity, they say, is madness. Creativity is madness. It's like a thing wasn't there before. If you tell somebody, like, okay, this is what I want to do, they probably don't understand it until after it's done. So that's what I'm doing with myself. I'm saying, okay, Timmy, I'm challenging myself, come to different aspects of what this music should be. And I also tell myself, Timmy, this work that you're putting out, your job as an artist is to give people an experience. The applause will come later, but the experience would last forever. So that's basically how I put these things in front of me when I create. And I think that so far so good. I'm trying for a growing child.
All right. So Timmy, there's no way we can call you on there without asking you to flex those vocal muscles just a little, even if it's just a bridge or a stanza. Give us something, Timmy.
Okay. Since it's independence, I'll say, though we are many people, different tribes, in different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come. 'Cause we're all we have, will defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know. We'll get there. We are all Nigeria and the promise she holds. And that one day we would shine like the sun. We're a great nation.
Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, Timmy. Timmy, we have to go now.
Thank you,
but
Timmy.
let's just as we leave, can you just tell your fans what to expect? I know you've been cooking some new stuff. What can we look forward to from Timmy Dakolo?
Yes, just look forward to my next project. It's called The Chorus Leader.
Okay.
You'd enjoy it. Thank you very much.
All right, Timmy.
Thank
Have a
you very
wonderful
much.
day. And say
I
us
love
hi
you
to the
all.
yard people.
Yes, so say
They
hi
will
to
hear,
the
Say
they
hi
will
to the
hear,
yard
they will
people.
hear the rumor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. That was great. That was great.
Tumina, Chef Tumi.
I'm
is
just
he-
going
is
to
in the
leave you
kitchen?
right here. I'm going to leave you right
Yeah,
here.
that you go, that doesn't mean you see the food. The food might be here.
Food.
All right.
Oh, that's all right.
Yes, food is ready. Mike, I am not paying attention to you. Chef Tumi
No,
is
but
here,
Mike is
and
sitting right here today.
guys,
I
calm
know,
down.
so please, Chef Timmy.
Breakfast is served. This is what we called seafood pepper soup with roasted bell peppers.
Beautiful.
I mean, wow. You need to, this is the kind of meal you call with class. You put panache, you add panache to it.
This is a great way. This is a great way to start the morning.
All right, so Chef Tumi, please quickly tell us how you put this together.
Okay, so from the beginning,
Yeah.
we started with boiling our snails and calamari for a little bit with ginger, garlic, and salt and chicken flavor. Then we roasted our bell peppers for a little while with onions. Then we pureed that, the bell peppers, the onions, ginger, and a bit of garlic as well. And then we poured it into the broth that was on fire.
Yeah.
And then we added the lemongrass bunch. We added the uyayak. We added the uda.
Okay, so while that's going on,
Yes.
Titi,
Me?
you'd like to try this?
Really?
Wow.
She gave it to me.
Mike,
Oh
go
my
ahead.
God. I didn't see that
Go
coming.
ahead. Quickly.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All
So
right.
let's take this back.
Let's take this back. You
Yeah,
know what?
so that we can get like a full
Yeah, you need to get
view of it.
Oh my gosh.
So, and we also have plantain here. I think this is also what the Warri people call ukoho.
Ukodo.
Ukodo.
Yes.
Oh, nice,
Yes.
nice.
So, all right,
How do you
we're
say eat
doing
crab?
it. We're doing it.
To soak it.
Yes.
Yeah,
break
you can
the
suck it like
legs,
periwinkle.
suck it, enjoy, devour.
Hallelujah.
It's a new
Great nation. Oh, lovely. I love the flavors. The pepper is not too much. And it's soft. It's just perfect. Oh my gosh.
All right. Thank you so much, Chef Tumi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big shout out to everyone who's been a part of the show. Happy
Yeah.
Independence Day. And you know, while we reflect, also hope. That's the thing we're pushing out. Hope.
And thank you to Shegun Johnson.
Yes.
Oh, you guys were amazing.
The
Amazing.
live band is taking us away, yo.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy Independence Day, Nigeria.
Independence.
Bye.